Hello viewers! Today I want to share with you this video about red yeast rice wine that I found on YouTube, and this video has some very interesting details about brewing red yeast rice wine. So of course I'm super interested and I wanted to share it with you, and I'm going to follow these instructions, this recipe, for the next time I brew red yeast rice wine. I'm going to show you segments of this video. Here's the introduction. It looks like this video is from Taiwan, but the details are even more interesting. It's actually on a small island just off the coast of mainland China. So these islands are part of Taiwan, but these particular islands are called the Matsu Islands, and it's a very small island. There's a small town on a small island. I look on the map, and the airport runway is a good proportion of the length of the entire island. So this is a small island. It's just off the coast of mainland China, not too far from Fuzhou. So this is going to be Fuzhou style red yeast rice wine. So very, very interesting. And what they're demonstrating in this video, this is a place you could go to, as a tourist, and do a workshop, brew something, and they would store the rice wine for you as it's fermenting, and you could get your homebrewed rice wine finished product at the end of that time. So it looked like this video was done to promote tourism, promote this kind of activity. And of course, this seems like a very fun thing for me. Unfortunately, it does seem to be a special event, and the particular establishment, the restaurant that you see in the background here, it's closed now, unfortunately. So I don't think I could recreate this exact experience now, but I'm really glad to have watched this video. So I won't be able to go there in person and do this, but I'm going to see what information I can get out of this video. And there are some good details in here. I'm going to show you those segments now. So this, one of the first things, the brewer, the woman, she's demonstrating, one of the first things she says is that you can tell the quality of the red yeast rice. By rubbing it between your fingers. If it crumbles, that's the best quality. Okay, so I didn't know that. I'm going to remember that now. So that's good advice. Okay, so the host of this video is Brother Ciao. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a TV food personality in Taiwan. So it seems like he has the right voice to be an interviewer and go through this recipe. Brother Ciao seems to be some kind of professional. I don't know where this segment was originally published. I got this from his YouTube channel. But there were other cameras there. It seemed to be a whole crew. So I don't know where this was transmitted originally. So farther along in the video, I find out that the proportions are what I expect. There's a
一开始的时候需要有红曲，需要有糯米，需要有水，还有一个容器。
1-to-1 ratio between the sweet rice and the water, and the proportion between the sweet rice and the red yeast rice is 10-to-1. So that seems normal to me. So that's good. And the process of steaming the rice and cooling it down, that's the same as normal. One thing that's different is that the red yeast rice is soaked beforehand. So the amount of water we're going to use in this recipe, that's used to soak the red yeast rice overnight. And you can see that here.
大概最好的效果需要泡多久？
20个小时嘛，不然我们一直泡一个晚上，到第二天才做。
That's an interesting detail. I did not do that before. I haven't been soaking my red yeast rice. I'm going to try that next time. The other part of the recipe that's described in some detail is the fact that at the beginning of brewing, the container is covered with cloth, so there's a lot of airflow allowed for the first 3 days, maybe for 6 days, and then later on the lid is closed almost all the way, not completely tightly, but almost all the way. So that sequence of controlling the airflow, that makes sense to me. I haven't followed that in earlier brews, but I will follow it next time. So you can see them discussing that here. Now again, I'm not able to understand the entire video. I had help in translating the parts that I felt were most interesting, and knowing the context of what's being discussed helps a lot with understanding what's going on here. But there are details that I'm sure I've missed. But I know I got some good information out of this video. And then brewing continues for 40 to 60 days. So the overall brewing time, 2 months for colder temperatures, 2 months of brewing. And so that fits in with what I wanted to do during this cool time. During the winter, I wanted to, and early spring, I want to brew in cool temperatures, a long brewing duration. This is exactly the kind of recipe I want to do. So I'm excited to try this out.
只要你填得满满的，盖上盖子，我告诉你，最后啊，它就会整个爆开，然后呢，喷出来外头。
In terms of where this video took place, I knew it took place on a small island. I tracked down exactly the location. Here it is. This is where that's the building they're standing in front of. I found it on Google Street View. So like I said, unfortunately, the restaurant they're standing in front of is closed now, but that's where the event took place. Now, there's a reason why it was so windy. Well, for one, they're on this small island, but they're actually standing just steps away from the ocean. You turn around here, and there's a cove and the beach and the ocean. That's right there. So that's why it was so windy when they did this video. Seems like a good location, but it is hard to shoot a video outdoors, especially when it's windy. And so I thought that was an interesting detail, that I was able to find the exact location of this video. If you want this to turn into a geography exploration channel, just let me know. I'll make that change. But okay, so I got some good ideas for my next brew of red yeast rice wine, and I'm going to incorporate these ideas in the next video. You will see me brew this kind of red yeast rice wine, which is going to be a Fuzhou style red yeast rice wine. Originally, I thought this might be a Taiwan-style red yeast rice wine, but because these islands are so close to Fuzhou, I realized this is Fuzhou-style red yeast rice wine, and these are some good details I did not know before. I'm going to brew. I'm going to show you what I did in my next video. Thank you for watching.